Pitch, the entrepreneur's presentation to the sharks, explaining their business idea and why it's a good investment. Royalty deal, a deal where the shark earns a set amount of money from each sale until they make their money back, or sometimes forever. Perpetuity, a royalty that never ends, even after the shark earns back their investment. Debt deal or loan. The shark lends money to the entrepreneur, and the entrepreneur pays it back with interest, sometimes with additional terms. Licensing deal. The shark helps the entrepreneur get their product into major retail stores, or with a larger company that will manufacture and distribute it in exchange for a fee. Shark Tank. This is an American reality television show where aspiring entrepreneurs present their business ideas to a panel of wealthy investors in hopes of securing an investment. Shark, a wealthy, self-made entrepreneur who serves as an investor on the show. They listen to pitches, evaluate businesses, and decide whether to invest their own money. They often have expertise in specific industries. Guest sharks. In addition to the main panel, Shark Tank often features guest sharks who bring different perspectives and industry expertise. These can be other well-known entrepreneurs, celebrities, or investors. Equity, a percentage of ownership in the company. When a shark invests, they get equity in return. If a shark buys 10% equity, they own 10% of the business. Valuation, how much the entire company is estimated to be worth. Strategic partner, a shark who brings not just money, but also valuable experience, connections, or resources to help the business grow. Due diligence, the process a shark goes through after agreeing to a deal to verify all the claims made by the entrepreneur before the deal is finalized. Counteroffer, when a shark or entrepreneur doesn't accept the original offer and suggests new terms. You asked for 20%? How about 12% with a royalty instead? Walk away, when the entrepreneur decides not to proceed with the deal because they can't agree on terms. Revenue, the total amount of money a business makes from selling its products or services before any expenses are subtracted. Net profit, the money left over after all expenses have been paid. This is the true profit. Margin, or profit margin, the percentage of profit you make on each sale. It shows how much money you keep from every dollar of revenue. A product costs $1 to make and sells for $5, has 80% margin on each unit. Cash flow, the actual movement of money in and out of your business. Positive cash flow means more money is coming in than going out. Burn rate, how quickly a startup is spending its cash reserves, especially before it starts making a profit. Return on investment, a measure of how much profit you get back compared to the money you put into an investment. If I invest $100,000 and you project I'll make $300,000 back, that's a 200% return on investment. Break-even point, the point at which your total sales cover all your costs, meaning you are no longer losing money but haven't yet started making a profit. After this, the business starts making profit. Patent, a legal protection for an invention that prevents others from making, using, or selling it without your permission. Patent pending, the entrepreneur has applied for a patent, but it hasn't been approved yet. It offers some provisional protection. Sharks prefer a granted patent, but patent pending is better than nothing. Trademark, a legal protection for a brand name, logo, or slogan that identifies your products or services. Intellectual property, a general term for creations of the mind, such as inventions, designs, symbols, names, and images that are legally protected. Scalability, the ability of a business to grow and increase its sales and production without significantly increasing its costs. Exit strategy, a plan for how investors will eventually sell their stake in the company and make a profit. Customer acquisition cost, the amount of money it costs a business to gain one new customer. If we spend $100 on ads and get 5 customers, our customer acquisition cost is $20. Bootstrapping, starting and growing a business using only personal funds or the company's own revenues without outside investment. Prototype, an initial working model of a product used for testing and demonstration. Minimum viable product, the simplest version of a product that can be launched to the market with just enough features to satisfy early customers and gather feedback for future development. Post-show, a handshake deal on the show is just the beginning. The sharks and entrepreneurs then go through a process of due diligence, verifying all the claims made before the deal is officially closed. Sometimes, deals change or fall through after the show airs. Sharks fighting or collaborating. Often, multiple sharks will be interested in a deal. This can lead to a bidding war where they try to outbid each other, or they might team up on a syndicate deal to combine their expertise and capital. Investor. This is the general term for someone who provides money to a business in exchange for a return. On Shark Tank, the sharks are the investors. Entrepreneur, the individual or team who comes on the show to present their business idea and seek investment from the sharks. They are the creators and owners of the business. Deal, the agreement made between a shark and an entrepreneur for investment. No deal, when the entrepreneur doesn't secure an investment from any of the sharks. Line of credit, a flexible loan where the entrepreneur can draw funds as needed up to a certain limit. Exposure, or the Shark Tank effect. Simply appearing on national television can lead to a massive spike in website traffic and sales, regardless of whether a deal is struck. This free advertising is often more valuable than the investment itself for some businesses. Dilution. When more investors are added, your ownership percentage can go down. That's dilution. Shareholders. People who own shares or pieces of a company. These can be founders, investors, or even employees. Advisory shares. Shares given to experts or mentors who help the company with advice or connections. Inventory. The products you have ready to sell. We have $200,000 in inventory sitting in our warehouse. I'm in. A shark says this when they agree to invest. I'm out. A shark says this when they're not interested in investing. Pre-revenue. The company hasn't made any sales yet. Proof of concept. Early testing that shows your product works, and people want it. We sold 1,000 units last month. That's our proof of concept. Ask. The amount of money the entrepreneur is requesting from the sharks, and what percentage of equity they're offering. Handshake deal. An informal agreement made on the show. It still needs due diligence afterward. Distribution. Getting the product into more stores or platforms. Sharks help with this to boost sales. Dividends, a portion of the company's profits paid to shareholders, including sharks. Shark Tank continues to be popular because it combines the drama of reality TV with genuine business lessons and the inspiring stories of entrepreneurs chasing their dreams. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.